All right, hello, greetings, and welcome everyone to this unique video where we cover the Dream Driveway. Here we are at Aptera, the second stop in our Tour de Awesome. We are here with Chris McCammon, who is just as cool as any other Chris that exists.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do the factory tour. I'm gonna let him lead the way, and we'll go on this adventure together.
Yeah, welcome to Aptera, Jeff.
Appreciate you.
A lot's happened since you've been here last.
Man.
We've been working a lot. We're building our validation assembly line right now. So there's a lot that you'll get to see today. Go through the gift shop, as we say. Working on a new tour area. It's under construction, but I'd love to show you some things.
Sure.
First of all, as you know, our vehicle is targeting to use a third the energy of the average EV. So that means a much smaller battery pack as well.
Yes, sir.
So this is one of our 6 battery modules that makes up the 44 kilowatt hour battery pack. And you can actually, I wouldn't recommend it, it's heavy, but you can pick it up. that's how lightweight it is.
I'll say I would try, but I like not pulling muscles by mistake.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, you can see here the cooling plate as well. So really the ethos of Aptera, the most efficient vehicle that we can possibly make. So part of that is a smaller battery pack, so it's lighter weight.
Right.
So that's very cool. It's our own battery pack design. Then this is our solar, right? So we make all our own solar in-house. We have the Maxion Gen 3 solar cells, and then we build panels from there. So this is actually a full hood panel bonded to the carbon fiber SMC on the back too.
With wires and everything.
Yeah, so this one's ready to go basically.
Fantastic.
But you can see if you want to hold it for the camera. It's heavier because it's bonded to the carbon piece, but
I mean,
it's still very light.
Heavy is not what I would call this. This is crazy how light this is. I changed my hood out for my Civic, and it was 2 or 3 times heavier than this.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm positive 1,000 times less functional. So yeah.
Yeah, no,
really awesome.
It's very cool. So we can make glass solar, right? So all of the solar on Aptera is glass like this, the sample coupon. So that's a 3 millimeter chemically strengthened glass. And then we can also make polycarbonate solar as well. So this is actually a 1/4 inch thick polycarbonate solar. So you can see we can do multiple things for different applications. But on the Polydrops panels and Aptera, they're both automotive glass that we make. So.
All right.
This is kind of the star of the show in the tour area. This is where if you came in off the street, we could bring you here, no problem, but we wouldn't bring you into the rest of it. So we'll bring you into the rest of it after this. But this is the star of the show, the body, 6 main pieces bonded together with glue, so it's incredibly strong. You have a roll hoop that goes throughout the structure. Right here between the fiberglass and the carbon fiber. But really the cool thing is this tub is a single piece. And it's the largest carbon fiber SMC piece ever made. So it goes from the nose of the vehicle all the way to the tail. All of this low area is a single piece. And it's crazy. You can, if you want to bring the camera in, you can see some of the detail. I mean, there's the wire channels in the bank. Bank means body and carbon, for those who've never heard of that before. But yeah, this unique texture just comes from the assembly method, right? So you have a 6,000 ton press, a male and female die, and they just stamp it out in 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the part size. So incredibly efficient, cool way to make these really complicated parts. Yeah, you can imagine progressive steel dies would take so much to get such a unique shape, especially a shape as curvy as the body.
I was just about to say, I could see this being several dozen steps. So.
Yeah, and you're an engineer, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
I have a little bit of an idea.
Yeah, so you can see also the frame under here. So the battery pack sits underneath the frame. So this is where we have our front crumple zone, which is attaches to the frame. And these 2 pieces are actually bonded together for increased strength too. So during the assembly stage, you can actually bond these together and get a very rigid structure. And for side impact, things like that, it's really nice to have the battery pack nice and low under the vehicle. Really low center of gravity also helps with the crash of the vehicle too.
Gotcha.
So that is the tour area, but now let's go see the real stuff. Let's go see how the lemonade's made, or whatever you say. Yeah, Jeff, so this is our shipping and receiving area. So we actually have dedicated staff full-time here because we're receiving in so many parts from different suppliers.
Right.
So you can see these are some of the frames from CoStamp that are getting ready to be staged on the line. We have multiples of everything. For example, these are the lights ready to go on the line once we continue. So yeah, you can see these are the wheel pant lights, the reverse lights, glow-go lights, all of it is kind of staged and ready to go.
Awesome.
So,
rocking.
I figured since you're such a dedicated fan, we'd show you back here too. These are where the frames are staged to go on the line. So actually this horseshoe that looks like it's just shipping and receiving, it's also part of the assembly line now. So this is where the frames get built up to eventually be complete frames ready for the body to attach. So I think a lot more of these will be done by the next YouTuber visit.
Right.
But you're the first one here, so congrats.
Yes.
In this low volume assembly validation that we're doing, we have 14 steps on the line right now.
Gotcha.
So we're line balancing during this process, seeing how long every different stage takes. But right now we're at station 1. Those are pre-stations. I think they're 1A, 1B, 1C.
Right.
This is station 1, which is the surfboard.
Gotcha.
So every station has a unique name that the engineers came up with based on what they thought it looked like after staring at the CAD for hours and hours. So yeah, this is a surfboard. This is where the frame basically comes together. And in this station is where you get the subframe with the motor assembly as well.
Gotcha.
So this is the main frame. The subframe comes in from underneath and lifts up into place, and then you're good to go.
That's wow.
So if you want to come over this way, this is the skateboard stage. So this is the station where the wheels will actually go on the vehicle shortly.
Okay.
But you can see here we have the motor subframe in here ready to go. All of the cooling lines for different components get installed here in the front end, and a lot of the wiring. So it's kind of funny. I think we call the next one Stingray. Yeah, we do, because the wires have nowhere to plug in yet, until the battery gets installed. So they're just routed, ready to go for the battery to get lifted into place in the next station.
Nice.
So when we're here, this is where the battery goes in, and we'll just jump over to where we have one of these completed so I can show you.
Okay.
So this is what a completed chassis and frame look like with battery and everything. So you can see that tunnel that's between the seats in the bank is where all of this runs. So we have coolant lines running there, high voltage cabling that runs into the battery pack. And yeah, it's really a jam-packed vehicle. As you see, there's not a lot of room for anything, so we really had to, it's a packaging exercise to make everything fit in here.
I was just going to say this is the best packaged drivetrain I've ever seen.
It's so, like, boom.
It's like, there you go, wires.
Exactly.
Done.
Yeah, and you can see the suspension is in right now as well, so it's a pretty unique suspension designed to keep the ride quality nice and adjustable. So
I say it reminds me of F1 or NASCAR or something.
Yeah, I would drive one of these. Just put a steering wheel and a seat on it. I mean, that'd be so awesome.
Yeah. I'll say if Aptera, just the regular vehicle is a conversation, just imagine rolling down a skateboard.
Right. I think this is very cool too, because people don't realize, especially just seeing one for the first time, how substantial actually the structure of the vehicle is and the frame. I mean, it gets all covered up, but it's really beautiful engineering.
I agree.
Cool. Let's go check out the bank assembly area. Ready?
Yeah, rolling.
This is where we have our partners from Italy and our team now bonding the body together. So this is called the bank body and carbon. This is where we have all the parts staged for this station.
Gotcha.
And yeah, this is our low volume assembly jig. So this is a really expensive, solid piece of tooling that lets us repeatably build these bodies with consistency. So you can see, for example, obviously this one's already bonded together, so it doesn't help. It doesn't do anything, but all these different pieces you use together to really lock in the pressure so that when the glue is hardening, it becomes basically perfect every time.
Fantastic.
So yeah, let's undo this one. Do you want to try it just to pretend like you're an operator?
I was about to say, I'll be a mechanic for the day, machinist
so
for
use
the day.
use this one first, and then the top one.
This one here.
Yeah. So you can see how it perfectly locks that piece while it's being dried, basically.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's really easy and fast.
Yeah, and it's really nice. Everything here is human positionable. You notice we don't have any robotics on the line. We really don't need it until we want to get into really high volumes where we want to automate this entire process with robots one day, which is crazy. But really, the nice thing about it is you can do high volume or the low volume we're doing here today, and in a very repeatable way.
All right.
So if you want to walk through the Bink maze,
Yes.
these are some of the Binks that are staged and ready for the next part of the line. Each one is labeled. Each part is labeled, so we kind of know everything going into every vehicle.
Goodness.
This is where we install the air handler before here. Kind of snake around with me with the camera here.
Watch your feet.
So yeah, this one's the furthest along. It's getting ready to be bonded to the frame that you just saw. So you can see all the bracketing in here, the air handlers in, the pedals, a lot of the wiring harnesses in as well, and I think that's the full wire harness actually right there that's about to get assembled in here. So part of this station is full wire harness in, so that when these two are bonded together, it's just a couple connections and they're ready to go.
Awesome.
Solid. Here's one of the vehicles that's furthest along on the assembly line so far. Something really cool we're doing is documenting every step, every bolt. I mean, there's a lot of small changes to make the vehicle more manufacturable over time. So just building these first vehicles has been really instrumental for us to learn a lot more about how to increase the efficiency of each stage.
Sure.
So yeah, this is where the GloGo panels go on, as you can see.
Right.
And actually the entire front end really comes in on station 6, which is where this vehicle is at right now. So if you want to swing around with me, we're doing some coolant fill, things like that. Boop, get rid of that. This is the full front end of the Aptera. So the AGM is really the master brain of the whole vehicle.
Gotcha.
It's our teeny tiny 12-volt battery. It's so tiny.
Oh, wow.
We don't need a very big one because we're not a very big vehicle.
Tiny one right now.
But yeah, this is fully packaged, crazy front end, and here's your tiny little air intake, so when you need to replace your filter, it's this tiny little filter. But yeah, this is basically ready to go on to the next stage, which installs the full instrument panel, and then we're going to start covering it up, essentially.
Awesome.
So it's basically to that stage where it's going to start getting solar and other things. Back here is where we build a lot of our sub-assemblies as well, for example, like the motor cradle, things like that.
Okay.
Here's Donut, where the seat belts go in. That's the pre-glaze, we call it. Here's the glazing, which is where the solar panels will get installed as well. And you can see us working on some of the IPs to be ready to be installed at Station 7.
Fantastic.
So if you want to, we can get really up close to this one and we can talk about it. So yeah, you can see this is not 3D printed anymore.
Right.
Nothing about this is 3D printed. Really nice material if you want to feel the yoke. I mean, we're getting really far along with kind of the materials and the finish of the vehicle.
Feels like the steering wheel I had on the way down here.
Oh, nice. So you see what's really neat about how we make the instrument panel is the wire harness is fully installed on the instrument panel for things like the DCU, the display control unit.
Gotcha.
And then we just have connectors that plug in to the rest of the body. So we can easily take this instrument panel in and out through the door hole if we need to work on it or rework anything. It's good for service too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, have you seen, I guess you were at CES, right? So you saw some of the Aptera solar we're making. So this is actually a full polydrops panel set.
Okay.
So you can see that we can make solar for different industries. It's very thin, durable glass.
This
Isn't
is
it crazy thin?
A little bit thicker than paper. Like this is cardboard stock.
It's a couple pieces of paper. It really is. It's super cool. This is one of our roofs for Aptera. So it's a full glass solar roof.
Okay.
Ready to go, ready to be installed on one of the validation builds we're working on. This is the instrument panels. So these will go on the dash.
Right.
Hood, which you saw earlier. And this is kind of the star of the show. It's the biggest glass panel we've ever made. It's our rear hatch glass.
I have literally never seen a bigger piece of glass except semi-trucks.
Isn't that amazing? And it's chemically strengthened glass too. It's not just automotive glass. That glass breaks pretty easily. This is very resistant, durable glass to hail impacts, rock chips. So it's actually in a lot of ways stronger than normal windshield glass. But it has different purposes, right? Your windshield glass is trying to prevent something from entering the cabin. Right. This just needs to be really rigid, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
So it's a different use case. But you see, we're starting to stack them up for, I think there's 3 of them so far. There's a lot more you can see out back.
Right.
But we wanted to present some for you to see today without having to go in the secret areas.
It's fantastic.
Awesome. The cover up. This is the final station on the line before it gets wrapped.
Okay.
And you can see this is where the pants go in, the seats, and yeah, the hood. So
fantastic.
We've made these really cool graphics. Our engineer JC did a great job, but this was a lot of work to figure out where each part goes when, you know, in a sequential way. So we're never held up by parts on the line, right? As long as everything's kitted for the day in these carts, we're ready to go. So we have full staff that will kit these every day for the line, so that we're ready for the next vehicles that come through. That's why you don't see a ton of parts here, and you saw more kind of in inventory.
Yeah.
Basically for the day, these all get kitted, then come back for the line to continue.
Okay.
All right, here's Artemis. So I think you saw Artemis at CES as well, right? So
Yes.
it's been improved in several ways. You know, we have air conditioning, heating, drives great. We actually have done several improvements to the footwells of this vehicle. So we're doing a lot of testing with ergonomics, as we've got a lot of feedback from CES and other events.
Right.
So there's some things we're still improving. There's a lot of room for improvement on these small little areas, but it's just like little parts that we can swap in and out to get a better experience. So you see, the center console's a little different.
Yes.
Now you can actually put stuff in it. It has a lift up. Everyone at CES was trying to lift it up,
Yeah,
and it did not lift up.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't designed for that, but now it does lift up, which is very cool.
Okay.
And now we have full glass solar as well, so you can see the
Oh yeah. Okay.
solar rear hatch on the vehicle is really pretty.
It is.
Now let's knock to get in.
Man.
Yeah. So a lot of the 3D printed parts are gone as well. So you see this is really nice metal molded as well. And yeah, we're progressively updating the vehicle, which is really cool. I can't wait.
This is a different material too.
Oh yeah, the carpet's nice, huh?
Yeah.
I know, it's
like
a nice carpet.
I looked at it, I'm like, this is shinier than before, but no, it's like a full-on carpet now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is what you'll be driving today. Your sick ride.
It's like I'm ready. I'm already just like thinking about the things I want to pay attention to while we're moving.
Solid.
Yeah.
Over here, we have.
Swing out this way, dear.
Yeah, you can come.
No, as in you move your body over here. There you
Yeah,
go.
so you can kind of see the.
Yeah, so you can see what we're talking about.
Cool. Yeah.